This is a Headgum original.
Jake and Amir, two Jews that you can't forget. In 2010, they were big on the internet. And all things considered, their success is more than fair. Now here's one more effort for only positive motivations, they swear. Another podcast. Each app different from the last. It's the Swiss Army knife of shows. Meet your two emphatic hosts.
What was going on with your arms? What was...
I was doing like sort of the chicken dance, but without the clucking part.
Don't
So
say
my
like I
arm-
was
my-
doing like it was anything that could be known or have like an example set by modern society. Like nobody, you were not doing anything that was like anything I've ever seen. You had your
Thank
elbow.
you. Thank you.
Not in a good way.
Oh
I think
my
it
God,
hasn't been
thank
done
you.
because no one should do it.
I appreciate it. I am a one of one.
It was unique.
And it's awesome to have
uniquely
it. Yes.
bad. Uniquely uncomfortable.
Anything
to see.
unique is good. Like if it's rare, it's there.
Mhm.
Actually, that brings us to our first segment.
Wow, we're really moving right into it. You didn't even introduce the show.
Yeah, sorry. This is Segments, a podcast with segments in it. And the first segment is something I thought of, also very unique. In fact, uniqueness is sort of the theme. The name of the game is How Weird Is This?
Okay.
How weird is this? So I'm going to give you some options as to how weird something is. And you have to tell me on a scale of 0 to 100, how weird is this?
All right.
So
think
like the
I
dance you would give
understand. Yeah.
like a 90 or something.
Well, I mean, now that I know that it's a game and we're going to be playing, and you're probably going to come up with really weird examples. The dance is probably like a 30. Honestly, it wasn't that weird.
Well, don't grade it on a curve. Everything could be 100 and something else could be 100.
Okay.
It could all be weird.
All right. Let's hear.
Okay.
Let's hear what you got.
How weird is this? A wife driving and the husband sits shotgun. How weird is that?
Weird is that? I think it would be pretty low, honestly, because I know in my relationship it'd be pretty weird. Like I usually drive. I would
Yeah.
say 80-20.
Do you ever not drive?
It's pretty rare. But sometimes, especially now, because there's like another job which is like not just navigator, it's you have to sit in back and entertain the baby. So
Interesting. So there's no shotgun. There's driver and then there's back with the baby.
well, it depends, because sometimes the baby's gonna nap, so then the person gets the shotgun. But then if it's a long car ride, there's gonna be somebody in back with baby. So it's it's in flux. But I also like Micah and his girlfriend. They'll like go on a road trip and she'll drive into our driveway, and I'll be like, "Wow, you didn't drive." It just seems like you would, But
Which means you do think it's kind of weird.
I guess I think it. Yeah, the man should be driving. I'm gonna say it's not 50-50. It's like Tim the Toolman Taylor. Very good.
Yeah.
It's actually going to come back later. All right. But wait, so 50-50 is like it's really like 0 is it's not weird at all.
0 is like, how weird is it to eat a meal in a day?
Right. I think it's
not weird.
It's 20 weird.
20% weird.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Okay. Number 2. A person attends a film by himself in the theater within reason.
What do you mean within reason?
Huh? Like once a day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Not like anything crazy.
Right.
But he's still going by himself.
Yeah.
Or herself.
I think that's pretty. There's a lot of people that do that. Bringing it back to me yet again, I tried to do it I believe twice actually. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy by myself.
By yourself, solo dolo.
We were living in LA at the time. And then I think we were living in LA, unless it was when I was living in LA no, I think you and I were living in LA. And then the other time was I saw Benjamin Button in a theater by myself.
You were just a 24-year-old living in New York.
Yeah.
You walked in to see it by yourself.
That's the weirder one. Because
yeah.
I think I heard, like, Pat was like, yeah, I go to movies by myself. And I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I'm single. I have nothing going on. I have nothing to do on like a Sunday. I guess I'll just go to the theater and see Benjamin Button. And I found it to be such an out of body jarring experience. I wasn't able to relax. I was just like, do people think I'm saving the seat next to me? Should I go to the bathroom? Is that weird?
Yeah. And then it ends and you just leave. You have no one to discuss anything with.
Yeah. So I think that but I think it's normal, but I also think that people that go to the movies by themselves, they think it's unique. They're like, it's a quirk. They don't think that this is absolutely normal. So I'm going to say actually 15 weird.
Oh, so it's less than the lady driving.
Yeah. Well, I'm not grading these on a curve like you said. I wish I could take it back. Because now that I'm saying it, maybe it's, I don't know. We're not talking about the curve though, okay?
Yeah.
We're not.
But it is, you are saying that it's less weird than the wife driving.
I didn't know what you were going to ask me before.
It doesn't matter. I'm asking out of 100. You gave one a 20 and one a 15.
Yeah, but now I feel like I'm
not asking you to rank them.
Yeah, but I feel like I didn't really know where the line was going to be. If you ask, if I get through all of these and then I could rank them, then maybe everything changes. I don't know. Okay. This is new territory.
Of course. It's weird. It's unique.
Yeah.
A sandwich for dinner.
Oh. Look, it's not weird because I've done it. Okay? Sometimes that's...
And you would never do anything weird.
Well, do you think a hamburger is a sandwich?
I don't.
Okay. I think it's a little... I wouldn't call it... It's interesting. It's an interesting move.
Interesting. It's a cool... Yeah.
No,
there's seemingly no reason why you can't have it for dinner.
Right. It's a great meal.
It's just in the ingredients. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you can eat it for lunch, you, in theory, should have it for dinner, but you rarely do.
Lunch and dinner are really not that dissimilar. They're both kind of like later meals. Do you know that about this too?
I guess I never thought of it that way. Yeah. You can't have lunch at like 1 a.m. or dinner at 8 a.m.
Right. That's kind of fun. I think sandwich for dinner, I'll call it, it's not weirder than going to the movies alone, but now I'm talking about this curve thing.
I really messed you up with the curve.
It's 18 weird.
Oh, right in the middle there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get a little weirder because we're all like in the same kind of normalish but a little unique zone. Fine. Driving with both feet.
Oh, that's not just weird. That's dangerous. That's a no-no. If you drive with both feet, you got to knock that off. My grandma used to drive with both feet. And
left for brakes, right for gas.
Yeah, exactly. Really bad for your brake pads.
Because you can press both at the same time by accident.
Yeah, you just don't want to do that. So I'll say that's 75 weird.
Yeah. Have you ever done it just on a lark?
I think maybe when I was like learning to drive, my mom was like, your grandma drives with both feet or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, that seems crazy. And maybe I tested it out.
It's oddly hard, even doing anything with your left foot after like driving for 20 years with just one foot.
Totally. That's
using
why
your left is weird.
That's why I'm putting it up high on the weird scale. Because basically this is behavior that if you do it, you have to stop.
Yeah. It's too dangerous.
That's right.
Reading a book while walking.
75.
We have a guy in my neighborhood that does that.
Yeah. That's another dangerous bad habit. I've only ever seen it done to success in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
when Belle is kind of walking around, she has her nose in a book, her head in the clouds, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And she lives in a friendly enough neighborhood that, like, you know, the ox carts will go out of her way. The guy selling the baguettes will like avoid her. And they're all whimsical and they're singing, and her dad's a kook, so they're going to give her a pass. They like that about her. But I think we live in a society that doesn't reward that type of behavior like it does in France or wherever the fuck Belle lives.
Yeah, France for sure.
Bonjour.
Yeah, exactly.
And you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that from Beauty and the Beast?
Bonjour. No, not that specifically.
Right.
That song, but there are French undertones in their song.
Yeah. Okay.
Gaston and all that.
Right, for sure.
Okay, so you're putting that really damn high.
Yeah.
Using an Oura ring to track your physical fitness and sleep.
I don't think that's. Did you know I had an Oura ring? I tested it out.
No.
Jill got me one for my birthday, and it was
It's a ballsy gift.
It was a bust. Because
you have to wear a ring.
Yeah, and she knew that I didn't.
And you already wear a ring.
Yeah, I've got one ring.
You'd have to wear
That's all
two
I
rings.
need. Yeah, because I wasn't gonna have it replace my wedding ring. That was a bridge too far. But she was like, I know you're not gonna. She got me other stuff. She was like, you're not gonna like this, but you can try it in case you do. And sure enough, we gave it a shot. It just never gave me any useful information. I would be like, wow, I got rest last night. Who cares? Who cares?
Don't you want to know your sleep score?
I know if I slept well or not because I feel like I slept or not. The ring was telling me nothing that I didn't already know. It's like, there was one night where I like woke up and I was tired. It's like, look at this. I didn't sleep last night. My fucking index finger said so.
Now I have to wear a ring about it.
And I know that I didn't sleep. I was fucking awake. I was there. So I think they suck, but I don't think it's weird to wear one. I would put it at like 10.
Oh, even lower than everything else.
Probably.
Talking on the phone at a restaurant.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's rude.
Yeah.
Do I think it's
But why?
weird?
Everybody's just talking. What does it matter if one of them is talking on the phone?
I think because you end up like projecting. So you're almost, when you're on the phone, you're trying to talk over what's around you.
So you're almost talking too loudly.
Yeah.
Louder than you would if the person is there.
Right. So I don't think it's, it's hard to put that on a weird scale because it's not that, it's like, I feel like the person who does it knows what they're doing and it's just rude.
It's unfortunately common, you're saying.
I mean, not crazy common. I don't see it a ton. Do you see it a lot?
No, not really.
But if I saw it, I wouldn't be like, wow, you're being so weird. I would be like, wow, you're being so inconsiderate.
Would you say that at a person at a different table? Or just somebody like at your table, there's a party of 6 and somebody's on the phone?
I guess it would depend on what the conversation was. If they were like checking on the welfare of a loved one who was in the hospital or something,
that's okay.
That's okay. But if you're just like,
but just checking in.
How was your Wednesday? I don't think,
exactly.
I think I would be like, what are you doing? So it's, but again, weird 25. It's not that weird. I can see it happening, but it's like
a quarter
much
weird.
higher on the rude scale.
Homeschooling a child for elementary school.
I mean, it's almost intentionally weird by the person that's doing it. You are going against the grain. You're like,
but you think they're doing it to be weird?
No, but I think they're doing it to signal that they have like a unique ability to educate their child better than the public education system,
or
so
a distrust in school.
Right. So, but I guess they might be like, well, no, I think sending your kid to school is weird. And then if I have a conversation where somebody says that to me, I would be like, all right, now you're being 80 weird. But on its own, I think it's like 40 weird. It's like,
oh wow.
It's pretty weird.
That's not that weird.
No, it's not that weird. It depends who's doing it.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the more my friends have kids, the more I realize that school is just like a welcome break from needing to take care of your kids. So for you to be like, nope, not even that.
Yeah.
Give me the kid from 8 to 3 as well. Like, that's almost weirder than everything else.
This is weird. There's a guy at my dad's office who is homeschooling his kid while he's working at my dad's office.
Like, you can't do that.
That's
not a thing.
You're
definitely doing one of those bad.
Yeah. When do you go to school? When do you? I guess you can work at night or something. But
So he brings the kid to work?
No, I think he works from home. So he's just like educate. You never know what he's doing. Are you educating your kid? Are you working? Are you maybe doing neither?
Your kid is only learning property tax law. You have to
Which actually would probably be good.
English.
That'd be great for the kids.
How old is the kid?
I don't know anything about this situation.
Homeschooling while working from home.
That's weird.
Working from homeschooling.
Yeah, I think that's weird.
I think that's illegal. I'll fucking do 2 for 1. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I have a Zoom meeting and I'm also teaching my kid art.
It's a really good teacher salary. Tell you what, because I'm making my work salary.
Okay, what about this one? Keeping score at a baseball game.
Oh, I think that's fucking cute. I think that's charming. It's old school.
Yeah.
You can't
It's
say things that
old
are
school.
old school are weird. If you're doing
But you
it,
don't see it often anymore.
no, but I think if you're doing it now, there's just like yeah, I guess I don't think that it's weird to be passionate about a hobby like that.
Yeah.
So I would put that at like, it'd be unique if I saw it in the wild.
Have you ever done it?
I think I went to a game with my uncle once where he was doing it and he and I did it together. He was kind of trying to show me how to do it.
Yeah, that's nice. It's more than just keeping score. You're like keeping track of how every batter did and how every pitch went and stuff like that.
Right. And like who made the throw. It's like, oh, that's a 1-5-2 double play or whatever.
Right. You're making your own box score by the end.
Yeah. Which is such a weird, like, it is, what do you do with that? You have one from one game that you went to. I guess it's like a nice way to remember the game.
Right. Or like a journal of everyone you went to in the 70s is kind of cool.
Yeah. Definitely. Would it be kind of sad to like have gone to like the Dodgers Yankee World Series final game as a Yankee fan? You're keeping your box score and you have to like just every once in a while look at that 5th inning. Wow.
Error. Then there was another error scoring
E6,
fielder's
an
mistake.
E1. What is it called? What is it called when he won't cover
score
first?
The last one. So no earned runs that 5-run inning, or how did you guys have it?
That's an error. It seems like an intentional error.
Graffiti or confetti falling on you.
It was a fuck you to the fans, is what it was.
I wonder why he didn't leg it out. Is all. What did you give that one?
I think I gave it a 10 or something, or 5. It's not. Yeah, it's
pretty
cute
low
to me. Yeah.
Okay, last one. Ready?
Right.
You go to a diner and you order.
Whoa, 75. I would never go to a diner.
I haven't said it what you order yet.
All right, yeah, go ahead. Pasta.
You order cereal. You know, like some diners have like cornflakes.
Yeah. I could honestly see getting that at like if I'm at a hotel buffet, I've gotten cereal, you know.
Continental, yeah.
Yeah. But not even like when I've been to a place that had like the omelet bar, the hot breakfast, and then you know what? I just want 2 bites
Full
of cereal.
buffet.
I'm gonna get some cereal
Do you
too.
do the cranks?
Yeah.
The cranks. Yeah.
I like that. But I guess going to a diner to get the cereal would.
The mini box. They give you the mini box.
Yeah. I think it's like 30 weird. If I sat down with somebody, they were like, I got an omelet, pancakes for the table, and a little bowl of cereal, I'd be like,
yeah,
that's weird. 45.
Yeah. Not even the other stuff I'm saying. You sit down, you're like, can I get the cornflakes?
Oh. If somebody just gets the cereal, that's like 80 weird, I think.
Because it's cereal.
Yeah. Why did you want to go to the diner?
to meet you. I wanted to have breakfast with you.
We could have gotten
But I really just want Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah, I would have liked to take a walk. I don't want to be here and watch you eat cereal.
I think that happened in Seinfeld a lot. Like when they went to the diner, like Jerry would just get like Cheerios or Fruit Loops or something.
That makes sense. If you're going, that's like if that's where your friends hang out and you're like, you know what? I don't want to eat diner food every single day. Maybe I'm going to I'll get some oatmeal every once in a while.
Right.
I get that.
Oatmeal is fine because you have to prepare it. It's the cereal that's just like, you're going to a restaurant and ordering a bag of chips. It's not a restaurant.
Yeah.
You're not doing
They
it
probably
right.
just, Jerry just wanted to be there to meet his friends. He just wanted to get out of the
Correct.
house, but he didn't want to spend the money.
It was a social thing.
Right.
Yeah.
In that case, it's not as weird now that I think about it like that.
So what was the weirdest thing I brought up today? I think it might have been ordering cereal.
No, it was
Did you
reading
higher
while
than-
walking, I think. I think I gave that like an 80.
So reading while walking into a diner, you order a cereal, then homeschool your kid at work. That's as weird as it gets.
Yeah. And then if you get picked up at the diner by your freaking wife and a girl drives you home.
Sit shotgun. Even if it's a female Uber driver,
Yeah.
I'm fucking kicking her out.
I'm driving. And you better be careful because I got 2 lead feet.
There should be an Uber where you drive. Like a guy picks you up and then you get to drive.
Called the Uber.
Yeah. Yeah. I want just an Uber for shotgun. So I do want a random man driving with me. Don't get me wrong. I just want to be behind the wheel.
You want an on-road. Did you ever have on-roads?
Yes.
Did you get on-roads when you were a kid, when you were getting your license?
No. Is that just like a designated adult so that you can drive with a permit?
That's right. Yeah. You would have, in Connecticut, you could get your permit at 15, I believe, unless it was 16. Right. You could get your permit as soon as you turned 16, and you had to be 16 and a half, I think, to get your license. And it included that you needed to go to driving school and you needed to complete like 4 to 8 hours of on-road driving where you would just drive with
And that's
an
when
adult.
teenage boys used to drive with a random adult. I wonder why we don't do that anymore.
Some places might. Some places might.
I want to sign up to be an on-road, so I'll just sit there and they can drive me around. No notes, just drive me.
They had like their own steering wheel that they could take over the car. And their own, not even not their own steering wheel. They had their own like
pedals.
Pedals, yeah, so they could stop if you were fucking anything up.
I might get that for my car, actually.
Another set of pedals, just in case Avital ever makes you sit shotgun. You want to still be able to drive with both feet.
And I hit the gas hard just to kind of troll her.
Yeah.
Have you ever driven in a Waymo, the driverless car?
No, I have not. But
yeah, neither have I. They seem kind of fun.
I think I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
You kind of like put your hand in the life of a stranger. It's not that different than...
If anything, it's better. This is a computer designed to drive. I feel like I trust it more than a tired Uber driver.
I wonder if it would make you as car sick or if it would be smoother.
That's a good question.
I rarely get car sick, but I got car sick today because this guy was just going like, the real stop and start, the zoom.
Yeah.
And it was like a hybrid car. And I think that like the acceleration in a hybrid car makes me,
And were you in the back?
I was in the back. I was on a VR headset.
Looking at my phone, doing a roller coaster sim.
Yeah. Facing backwards.
And I had just had a bag of puke.
Yeah.
So like my stomach was already kind of upset.
And the heat was way up in the car.
I never don't get car sick. When I go to LAX, I'm like, I'm just going to arrive really, really ill. There's no way around it.
That's right.
Okay, let's take a break. We've fully conquered. How weird is this?
Great game.
Funny.
And we're back. And now it's time for my game. How'd you like to play a game called Celeb or Dead? And that's where...
I'm okay.
Okay, let's do
Let's
weird
do
is
something
this?
else. Yes! Using a flashlight on your phone to find the keys that fell down in a movie.
Oh, rude. A lot of these things
Yeah.
are just rude. All right,
they're
now
not
I
weird.
have a list of celebrities that I'm going to ask you if they're alive or dead.
Okay.
Starting with Clint Eastwood.
Alive. He just made a movie. He just made Juror 2 starring Nicholas Hoult.
Very good. Congratulations. You are correct. These will get progressively harder. Betty White.
These will get progressively deader.
Betty White.
Dead. She died either at 100 or right before her 100th birthday.
I believe it was right before because there was all those there was like a magazine cover that was like Betty White turns 100 and she was 99.
Yeah.
Okay. December 31st, 2021. Devon Sawa.
Idle Hands' own Devon Sawa. One of those teenage heartthrobs died. Was it Jonathan Brandis or was it Devon Sawa? I'll say Sawa is alive,
And
but I'm not
well.
sure.
Stan
Yeah.
himself. You know Devon Sawa was Stan in the Stan music video?
That's right.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yes. Clark Duncan, I believe, passed recently after. And he was remembered fondly, actually, by the cast and crew of The Green Mile.
Very good. Very good. Died September 3rd, 2012, if you can believe it.
Damn. Wanna feel
Diana-
old?
Diana Ross.
Music one I'm less sure of. It's definitely an old person if they're not dead, which I hope they're not. I hope Diana Ross is alive, so I'll say alive. Fingers crossed she's alive.
She's 80 and she is alive. That's right.
Yes, good job.
Bob
Good job, Diana.
Ross. Bob Ross.
The artist, Diana's husband,
That's
Bob.
right. We're going with a Ross-based pair.
2 Rosses for the pros of Ross. I'll sauce that Bob Ross is among us. Still alive.
Still alive. He died in 1995, Bob Ross.
Jesus.
That's right.
That seems young. Maybe he was old in those 70s paintings things.
It's possible.
How old was he when he passed?
I'll find out for you.
Sorry, when he passed.
When he passed, it looks like he was young, 52.
Yeah, wow, holy smokes.
Olivia Newton-John.
I know that Olivia Newton-John sadly passed away recently.
Yes, August 8th, 2022. Willie Nelson.
Wow. Another old country star. I guess Diana Ross is in country, but another old musician. I'll say Willie Nelson's still alive because I don't remember him passing at any time.
Alive, and thriving. But how about Sidney Poitier?
Sidney Poitier. One of the greatest actors of our generation. And I say that as somebody who is alive. Unfortunately, Sidney Poitier has passed away.
That's correct.
At the ripe old age of 70.
I don't know how old he was, but I do know that he died on Insurrection Day, January 6th, 2022, actually. So the 2-year anniversary. Here we go. Tim the Toolman Taylor's son, Zachary Ty Bryan.
Zachary, I think I would have found out if Brian from Home Improvement was dead. So I'm going to say the eldest son from Home Improvement is still alive.
Indeed he is. Indeed he is.
Okay, good.
How about Angela Lansbury?
Murder, She Wrote?
Murder, She Wrote. Murder, She Wrote.
Murder, She Wrote. Murder has been murdered. I think she's passed.
Lansbury is gone. She is long gone since 2022. How about Tara Reid?
Oh, interesting. I'm thinking Brittany Murphy, but it's not. That's a different person.
That's right.
Murphy has unfortunately passed away. Tara Reid, much to my joy, is still with us
She
today.
is alive. She is alive. Good.
Yes, I think the entire cast of American Pie is still with us, fortunately.
Interesting. Even Stifler's mom. Oh yeah, no, she's doing great actually.
Jennifer Coolidge, yeah.
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke is a sprightly 98, and there's videos of him on Twitter just fucking still walking around, dancing down the red carpet. So he's still alive and well.
Yes, indeed he is. How about Elizabeth Taylor?
Elizabeth Taylor, famous daughter of Judy Garland.
Really?
I think. Yeah, I think Judy Garland.
So famous that you think she's the daughter.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing because Judy Garland is a famous child actor, and Elizabeth Taylor was kind of, a famous older person. So it's weird to imagine that this child birthed an old person.
Right. So her parents are
that's how
named
time works.
Sarah Southern and Frances Len Taylor.
Okay. So I must be confused there.
Right.
Search Judy Garland, Elizabeth Taylor. There's some sort of connection.
Okay.
There has to be. I didn't just make it up. But I believe Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay, so AI from Google Gemini says Judy Garland and Elizabeth Taylor were friends and supported each other, though Garland once said she didn't like Taylor very much.
Okay.
So you must have been thinking of that
me.
famous drama between them.
Dude, yeah. I'll say... And again, I don't want to turn this into a Google thing, but you have to tell me if Judy Garland had a famous daughter that I think is Elizabeth Taylor, but is actually somebody else. But
Yeah.
I'll say Elizabeth Taylor has passed. Voice of Maggie Simpson.
She is passed. She passed. And I believe, and I actually get these two people confused kind of a lot myself. You're thinking of Liza Minnelli.
Liza Minnelli is Judy Garland's daughter.
That's correct. That is correct. And
It's the Liz of it all. Liz Taylor, Liz Minnelli, and it's still the older lady.
And Liza Minnelli,
mom
alive or
is
dead?
a young child actor. What?
Liza Minnelli, alive? Is she with us?
That's a good guess. I think she recently passed.
I think she's recently alive.
Oh,
And that counts
good for
against
Liza.
Okay, so have you gotten two wrong? Yeah, two wrong.
I got Liza Minnelli was wrong, and then who else did I get wrong?
Bob Ross.
Oh yeah, Bob Ross. I thought was still alive.
Keith Richards.
Rock and roller.
Yeah.
Keith Richards will never die. Keith Richards forever. Keith Richards still alive today.
Yes, he is. Ryan Felipe.
Oh, definitely alive. I mean, come on. He's thriving. He's still as hot as ever.
Is he? I haven't seen him in anything.
He's just a good-looking guy.
Interesting. Let's see what he's up to these days. Barbara Walters.
Dead. Next.
Yes, that's correct. She is dead. Reginald Vell Johnson.
The father from Family Matters. I think
Yes.
Reginald Vell Johnson, who was also in Die Hard. I remember Reginald Vell Johnson was one of my original Who's 58 correct guesses back in 2014. And I believe he hasn't yet passed.
Do you want to guess his age?
I'll guess 10 years older than that 58, I guessed. 68.
He's 72.
Wow, good on him.
Yeah.
Is he also openly gay? Did I make that up?
I'm not sure, but I'll search. It's I guess
He was such a famous sitcom dad. And I thought I saw that he was gay the whole time.
yeah. It's hard for me to nail that down, but I think maybe I'm not sure.
I'll just go on record and say that he is. I don't need to look it up. We'll fact check it later.
Interesting. So here's an
/out him.
article from Newsweek. Family Matters
Judy
stars.
Garland once called him a homo. which is
Family
what I'm
Matters
thinking
stars
of.
surprising message to Diddy amid viral rumors actor attended freak-offs.
Okay, so that's not related to that.
Oh, okay. So no, he said that he didn't. So that's the most recent news of Reginald Vell Johnson
Sexuality.
saying that it was bullshit that he attended any of Diddy's freak-offs.
Yeah.
Robert
Because
Duvall.
he's gay or sort of
Excuse me,
unrelated.
Robert Duvall.
That's a really good one. And I'm quite unsure. I know he was in The Apostle, and I believe he was in The Godfather.
And he was definitely alive when he did that.
He was definitely alive during those things. And what I have heard news of Robert Duvall's passing, I want to say I would have, and I don't recall, so I'll say alive.
Alive. Alive indeed. Prince Philip.
Prince passed away. Prince Philip, I don't know who that is.
The husband of the late queen.
Oh. Which would shouldn't he be the king? I don't really know how the royalty thing works. I'll say he's alive because the queen is dead and maybe he's still alive.
He's dead. He died in 2021 and she lingered on without him. That's right.
She was a widow.
Jeremy Irons.
I love Jeremy Irons. And I want to believe, and I almost know with great certainty that he's still alive.
Why do you love
the
him
voice
so
of
much?
Scar?
Yes, alive.
And the bad guy in Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Alive and fine. And lastly, but not leastly, but maybe leastly, Misha Barton.
Misha Barton. From the OC?
That's right.
She's got to be alive. She's too young. She's too young to die.
She's alive.
She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve the death.
She is alive. She died in the show. Spoilers for the OC.
Got it. Yeah, that's what it was. Have you seen the Hot Rabbi, the Netflix show with Adam Brody plays a hot rabbi?
Yeah, no, I have not.
Adam Brody's still very charming and cool. Star of the OC. Still got it.
I saw a movie with him in it a few years ago. I guess that was...
Oh, he plays like a detective or something?
Yeah. I remember I saw that and
yeah,
I thought it was bad to fine, but it was nice to see him.
Speaking of movie reviews, you should watch Gladiator 2 and we can talk about it. We could do a movie review segment.
Maybe I'll go to the movies by myself.
Exactly. After everyone's gone to sleep.
Did you like it?
I'll save it for the fucking podcast.
Wow.
When was the last time you saw Gladiator 1?
Probably close to when it came out. I would imagine sometime in year 2000.
Right. I saw it in theaters as well. And then I rewatched it and then watched Gladiator 2.
Does it hold up?
If you want to do a double feature, you have to wait and hear offline or online on the pod.
All right, I'll watch it. I'll do it this week.
Gladiator 2 recap episode.
I love it.
Okay, let's take another break, and we'll be back after these messages.
That's right.
Handsome.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Real quick, I sold a few ads, I want to say.
I feel like I always
they're pretty
look the fool.
tame. Yeah,
They're tame?
I was going to say they're pretty
So
tame.
that's kind of an admission that they're usually not. They're usually
bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of random. But these two are kind of standard, par for the course. I didn't want to go through the normal channels because I'm keeping most of the revenue myself.
Yeah.
But they have to be baked in,
me.
non-dynamically inserted advertisement.
Right. And they are not Ron.
Yeah, they're not Ron. They're not Run of Network. These are located specifically in this episode, baked in. You'll never hear them again. So, like, if you're upset, it's a one and done thing. No big deal.
Yeah.
You can skip them. But for now, Jake's going to have a nice cold read of these ads that I worked pretty hard on selling, but didn't have any hand in writing.
Right. You did not write these. Okay. I guess let's get
trying
started.
To stick to the copy.
I always
sometimes they want to put you in your own voice.
Right.
These are not that.
Yeah, these are
specifically
baked in.
written.
They're
tailor-made.
They're not dynamic. They're not going. These will be in here
episode.
in perpetuity. These will always be here. These aren't going anywhere.
Correct.
Okay. Here we go. Who likes games?
You already messed up. See, this is like the kind of stuff that they're going to be really, really on top of.
Okay, yeah.
And I won't stop you at all like the times, but we had just started. So I have to like cut and we'll send them because we have to send them the ad read.
It's such a small mistake. When I say the sentence correctly, everybody is going to be like, "Wow, why did Amir derail this?"
It was identical, but it wasn't because I'm sort of on top of this shit.
Who here likes games?
I like board games.
I like sex games.
What?
I was told to do a mocking voice. Anyway, I'm actually obsessed with various Dutch brand sex games, which brings us to our sponsor today.
Dutch brand sex games?
Stop. You're making me wet.
What is a Dutch brand sex game?
Fry the chum, French a wench, bury the feast, Adrianus in an anus, excuse me.
What's fry the chum?
Oh, that one's funny. You basically slap the shit out of an Uber driver, and when they attack you back, you cry foul. Tell them you're bipolar.
What is this an ad for?
Neon. They do like centralized e-commerce data and create custom reports for B2B brands as well as Web3 SaaS solutions.
Got it. What's Adrianus in an anus?
Why do you get to play like the guy that doesn't
honestly
get
they
that?
write it as is. Sometimes I'm the weird one and sometimes you are.
You've never been the weird one once.
Yeah.
You get 9 really thick grandparents in a boat.
What's bury the feast?
You slap the shit out of an Uber driver, and when he attacks you back.
What's Web3 SaaS solutions?
SaaS is software as a service. So basically, you sign up for Vortex, and it's like a monthly fee to get an all-in-one logistics team, but the power is entirely in your hands.
Okay, is there a coupon code?
There is not one yet, but a custom URL will be found in my Fansly and in my girl bio.
What is Fansly and in my girl?
Basically OnlyFans, but completely decentralized so you can show smut.
Like porn?
Worse. Much worse. Live deaths are legal, so check them out. That's Polar, POLER.com.
You said it was called Neon.
Yeah, well, I'm deaf in one ear on account of an Uber driver who punched me in the side of the head until I bled. And I will bury the feast with the first 10 users who sign up.
That's the one where you get old people on a boat?
That's Adrianus. Bury the feast is the Uber one.
Fine.
Thanks, Neon.
Thanks, Neon.
Good Lord.
Random as shit, but thank you.
Yeah, I can't believe there's another one.
Yeah, I'll send them that. Okay, let's go just straight into the second ad read because I feel like people get annoyed when it's like we go back to the podcast and go back to the ads.
They get annoyed then? Oh, I guess that
it's
actually
like-
makes sense.
It makes them harder to skip or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
All right, well, these ones are harder to skip because they're baked in and they're spanning several minutes. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you to Sven for sponsoring this episode of our program.
Thanks, Sven.
And I think that's it.
No, there's a little more.
So Sven is one of the septuagenarians I met playing Adrianus in an anus last week.
Oh my God.
And he has this like SaaS brand that connects managers to outsourced employees or something.
Or something. This is an ad for the product.
You're scolding me in the script. This is insane.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what he does, but he was pretty insistent I pay him back for how everything went down on the canoe.
That's the boat everyone gets on, a canoe?
Okay, here. So Sven is a SaaS brand that connects managers to outsourced employees or something.
You already said that.
I basically owe him $5,000 in crypto or ad reads.
So pay him. Because this probably won't count as an ad read. You barely know what he does or what the product is at all.
I feel like this reflects really poorly on me. I'm just going to read it real quick, okay? Hey, dude, Sven here. Last night was ecstasy at first, then illegal, as you know. What went down wouldn't even fly on Fansly, and they can show live death. You owe me $5,000 minimum in crypto or ad reads, and it needs to be you and that Jewish co-host talking glowingly about my business. We do like SaaS brand that connects managers to employees or something, ?
So he doesn't know what it is either?
Okay, here we go. Hey, dude, Sven here.
You already read that.
Right. So you scripted me reading it badly several
I didn't
times.
script anything. This is all fucking Sven.
Okay, just email me, I guess. Maybe reach out to Jill. Don't, because I'm busy this week with holiday shit. 10% off. Use her phone number, 203. We'll have to bleep that, I'm sure. Great.
All right. Thank you. That wasn't too hard.
Yes,
like,
it
I don't know
was.
why you make a meal out of everything.
That was awful.
I know it's.
I feel like I
the
can
holiday
get clips
season.
anywhere in there and be taken vastly out of context.
No, it was very much so in context. You obviously had some sort of weird sexcapade on a boat with an old
You
man.
scripted this. You wrote all of it.
I just sold all of it for pennies on the dollar. We're getting Venmo'd $40 for those, so thank you so much.
Amazing.
You get 10.
Amazing.
Okay, that's it. We've run out of time. That's our
wow.
episode. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching if you are. All these episodes are on YouTube, so you can check those out as well.
Correct.
And we're also on Patreon. Still, patreon.com/JA. Watching classic episodes of Jake and Amir and seeing, do they hold up? And playing, is this weird? Because some of them are really weird.
Exactly.
And we'll be back, of course, next Monday, as always.
Always.
So, see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
That was a Headgum original.